Hey guys, Nabil here. Hope everyone is doing great. So we're still very excited from the announcement that Fatal Fury City of the Wolves is having an open beta in the next few weeks. Also that the game has a brand new animation, not opening, but promotional video by Masami Obari. And today we have more information to share about both, as well as some exciting hints from Yasuyuki Oda as well as Masami Obari that we're going to reveal in a second. But before we do that, a gentle reminder to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I drop a new video. Alright, so Masami Obari, the famed anime director who did the Fatal Fury anime movies back in the day, and is the one directing the promotional animation that City of the Wolves is going to have, as well as Yasuyuki Oda, the game producer, are actually in Taiwan. They attended the Taipei Game Show, and they were interviewed by two magazines, two online magazines or websites, GNN.gamer as well as 4Gamers Taiwan, to talk about the game anticipation, the beta, as well as the animation. And there's a link in the description to see both the full interviews, but then again, they are not in English, so you need to translate them. So I'm going to summarize all the points here. Now, first of all, as you know, the game is coming out very soon, right? And the beta is going to take place between the 20th and the 25th. Now, the first thing about the beta is that this is going to be a brand new build. This is not going to be one of the demos that people have played, or I played as well, during the events where the game was showcased. Now, this is going to be a brand new build that's going to test the online capabilities of the game. We don't know which characters are going to be there. They said they're going to provide more information in the near future. Now, Yasuyuki Oda then talked a little bit about the game, how it has the smart style. We talked about that before. And he also talked a little bit about the transition from 2D graphics to 3D while trying to maintain kind of like its signature American comic book inspired visual that we saw in Fatal Fury, in Garou Mark of the Wolves back in the day. While Oda said it's a little bit, like there was some technical hurdles that they had to overcome, Masami Obari praised the seamless blend of 2D and 3D in the game. He also said that Oda-san recommends for newcomers to Fatal Fury to choose a character that resonates with them visually, such as Terry or Mai Shiranui, and enjoy the game with its new style. They also started talking a little bit about DLC. Right, as you know, Street Fighter's Chun-Li and Ken are going to be part of the first season of Fatal Fury DLC, and Oda confirmed that we'll have more information about these two characters in the near future. But he also said, and this is quite important, quite big, that the entire Season 1 DLC, all the characters, the 5 characters of Season 1, are going to be revealed prior to the game's release, and it's going to be around March and April, but before the game's release, which is really good. This was a lot of, people complained about this with some other games that they ask you to buy the full season pass without knowing which characters are going to be there. So he said we're gonna know all of them before that, and he said that these DLC characters, like the Street Fighter ones, are going to be faithful to their original designs, but also they're going to fit with the new Fatal Fury mechanics. Now, because we talked about SNK, we talked about the SNK doing Street Fighter characters, naturally there's a question that we've been talking about for a while, is what are the chances for Capcom versus SNK 3? Oda mentioned that he gets a lot of questions and there are a lot of demands regarding this sequel that everyone wants to see, and he said there's nothing to share right now, but he said, he is open and leaving the door open for future collaborations, and that if fans are excited and wants to see this, it might happen, right? And he specifically said Capcom vs SNK, not SNK versus Capcom. I'm not sure if that means Capcom vs SNK 3 or is just a way of talking about the collaboration which had Capcom vs SNK and SNK vs Capcom back in the day. The next thing, they talked a little bit about esports and how esports is a big thing now for fighting games. And he believes, Oda-san believes that the new Fatal Fury has everything it needs or it requires to be an actual big, game for international competition, and that SNK is going to, be pushing for international competition when it comes to Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. The fact that it's going to be at EVO 2025 is, of course, a big deal, and then EVO France as well. Then let's recap a little bit what Masami Obari had to say. And this is also exciting for fans of the animes and people like me who wants to see more SNK animation projects. So Masami Obari is so excited to return to animating or working on a Fatal Fury anime after almost 30 years since the last Fatal Fury anime movie. This new promotional video is set to recreate the final battle between Terry and Geese, and this is something that happened during the Real Bout 1 game. Obari-san said that this is something he's very excited about because he never got to finish his Fatal Fury story, and in the last movie it was hinted that there's going to be a fight between Geese and Terry in the future, but they didn't get to do that in an anime form, so he's really happy that he's going to do this. He also mentioned that Terry and Geese are not the only characters that are going to appear in that animation short, but there'll be more characters that they're going to reveal that later on. So there's going to be, of course, more characters and not just Terry in his old costume. We're probably going to see him in his new costume as well. Now, when they asked him a little bit what he wants to do in terms of if he what are his SNK IPs he would want to work with, and this is something that he mentioned before. He said that he has a strong desire to do a King of Fighters animated series. He said if we're talking about animated TV series, I would like to do a King of Fighters. But additionally, he said if we're talking about a theatrical movie or like an anime movie, he wants to do a brand new Fatal Fury anime. And he said if the Fatal Fury game is successful and if people are happy with the anime short, that they should let them know, because this is something that both Oda and Obari agreed on. If there's more demand for it, then it might happen, right? So it's going to be like a key to making these projects happen, and I'm sure the excitement is there, right? So this is absolutely such a great thing. And Obari also reflected a little bit on the crossover between the animation and game design, and how he's this is him and Oda as well, how the two projects, the Fatal Fury anime and the games back in the day, were complementing each other. So for example, the romance between Mai and Andy was not part of the games in the beginning. It was not part of Fatal Fury 2, the game, but then it was added in the Fatal Fury 2 anime, and from there it became a canon. So the two projects are feeding into each other, kind of, which is pretty awesome. When they talked about what's the next, we're always talking about City of the Wolves, Oda confirmed that they are planning to support the game for at least 3 seasons, right? So this is something they mentioned before, which means at least 3 years of support, which is, I think, it's pretty much the standard at this point. Now, finally, Oda-san has hinted that they are planning and they're working on reviving more IPs. Now, he didn't mention anything, but he made a joke that he would like to actually reboot Voltage Fighter Go Kaiser, which is a game on the Neo Geo that was the characters were designed by Masami Obari. This was a joke. It wasn't supposed, he wasn't hinting at it being revived. But obviously, we know they're working on a brand new Art of Fighting as well as the Samurai Showdown RPG. But again, this is pretty cool to see this level of excitement surrounding the game and excitement as well surrounding the animation. I think this is pretty cool, and as I said, this is the time the game is releasing in about less than 3 months now. So with the beta coming out and the announcements coming out in the next few weeks, more announcements. This is like the floodgate is opening. We're just gonna keep getting updates after updates, which I'm very excited about, and I can't wait to play the game again once more. So what do you guys think about these tidbits? Let me know in the comments section. Are you excited for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves and the anime short? Let me know all that and more. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, thank you guys for watching.